Hey guys.
Juwan Johnson, who made the shirt?
Thanks y'all. Appreciate that. Ask away.
Who made the shirt?
Oh, here we go. I actually found it on shop.com, so I'm not sure who made it, but it was something that I needed before Christmas. I'll take a picture of that.
Just having a win like this to close out the home season, what does it mean for all of you to do that for the fans?
It means a lot. I think when you start off the season the way that we did, and then they kind of regroup the way we did in the middle of the season, kind of put some stuff together. Ironically, it kind of happened when Tyler became quarterback, and things started to happen, pieces started to move, and then we just started to come together, and then the gel started to come again, sort of like how it was in the offseason. Kind of playful. We were always kind of playful, but we just kind of let loose, just kind of play free. And so when we started doing that, our offense kind of came alive. Kellen started to get a little more comfortable. Started seeing him yelling at the rest a little bit more. I'm like, all right, starting to get a little more comfortable. But yeah, I just feel like everybody started to get a little more comfortable, so they let their hair down a little bit, and I think we got after it a little bit. So I think that was the biggest part in just kind of this whole win streak in December. Just really getting back to what we're good at. Doing things well, being selfless, and just going out there and playing.
Alan's personality has always been a big conversation outside of the facility. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. You said he yelled at referee?
He 100% yelled at the referee. I think the biggest thing is just refs call some stuff, and I think, you can get a little pass and be like, all right, well, I'm just going to let it slide. But when it happens over and over again, it's always good to see Kellen kind of get out of, what people think he is and kind of get after it. But the thing is, he's been doing a great job. Aside from that, he's been doing a phenomenal job. And I think he's kind of did well with what's going on throughout the whole year, keeping his composure, keeping the locker room the way it is. And this is the best locker room I think I've been around, especially with the season what it's been. Nobody ever wavered. No one ever wanted to give up. No one ever looked forward to the offseason. I don't think I really even had a lot of offseason conversations. Like, everybody's been pretty locked in and kind of wanting to finish the year off right. So he has good guys. He has the right guys in there to do the job, and I think that's the biggest part about it.
Why do you think that is? Why do you say it's the best locker room you've been a part of?
Yeah, sort of like I said. The thing is like, you could always have a good locker room when you win it, but when you lose, it really shows the character of a person. And so, when you're losing, you can always feel like, oh, well, we're not doing this right. We're not doing this right. You point the finger. You kind of want to leave. You want things to go a certain way. You think you should be getting the ball more. And the thing is like, you don't really see that. And the thing is like I said, he brought in the right guys to have the right mindset. And I think that all started with the off-season activities that we did. We did a lot of off-season activities. You get to know the guys who you're going to war with and the guys you're going to play with. And I think that's the biggest thing. Getting to do paintball, going bowling, things like that. I think that's all part of something that people may not think is necessary. But when you get to times like December, it really pays off. You really know who you're going to war with.
You kind of just touched on it, but you guys with today matched the win total from last year. Is it crazy how different 5 wins this year feels versus last year's 5 wins?
Yeah, but just the way you win too. And I think, like I said, when you win with certain people, especially like the players, it means a lot more because we know how much work we put in to be where we're at. I don't think people expect a lot out of us this year, but I think the narrative's starting to change just the way that we're compiling on wins and the way that we're playing and the way that we're winning. And I think that's the biggest thing about it all. I think last year, we had the first 2 wins, and that was early, and then we kind of had wins here and there. But I think right now, just the way that we're winning and the style that we're winning at and the way that we're playing, I think that's the biggest thing.
Hey, Juwan, you've been around Tyson a lot. What's it like just watching him do all this things?
Yeah, he's okay. Taysom is by far one of the best players I've been around, just on and off the field. The thing is, people don't see the selfless things he does. The thing is like, he could get the ball once in a game and not say anything. Then the next week, he goes off. But the thing is, you would never know the difference. The thing is, he's just such a selfless person, a selfless player. And the thing is, he's earned everything that he's got. Just the accolade that he had today. That's everything that he did. Like what Juwan said, like the silent tape. That's just the silent work that he's done on the side that no one else sees. And I think that's the biggest thing. He has all the credit in what he's done, just in his career. And he has I'm grateful and I'm honored to be one of his teammates.
2 more for Juwan, please.
Juwan, to that point I asked Kellen about, guys stepping up in this, he pointed to Taysom, or excuse me, the running backs, and how you tend to be a little more one-dimensional in a contest like this. He did point to Taysom's success, but he also talked about how, younger guys have stepped up as well. So just your thoughts on that, maybe like Mason Tipton and other guys.
Yeah. I think it was definitely an opportunity for the younger guys, like Mason Tipton. I think this was his first start. So for him to go in there, knowing guys were out, knowing guys were hurt, he's been working for this pretty much the whole season. I mean, he wasn't even like a number 4 guy. I think he was like a number 5 guy. He had Big Cooks, he had all those guys. And so, with him coming in here and just working and getting his opportunity just to do what he could do just to help the team out, I think that's a big testament to him. Just like Aldridge came in, he just came off the street, whatever. When we picked him up, and then he goes out there and makes some plays for us. And so, just having Taysom in there, I mean, we have him everywhere. Have him at receiver, tight end, running back, whatever it is. I think, all those guys, like I said, it's just like a team, just a bunch of team players in here. And I think that's the biggest thing about it, just having a group of guys who aren't selfish. You don't say, oh, no, I don't do that. I only play this position. Or I don't do that. Like, I need to move. I need to go somewhere else. I think we got guys in here who can really do the job, and that's the biggest part about it.
Juwan, you referenced some of this turnarounds happened since Tyler's taken over. I mean, what has he shown y'all since, I guess this is 7 games now that he's been a starter? Just 4 wins in those 7 games. Like, how much of a difference has he made?
It's been a difference, but I think the biggest thing, he's just being himself. Like, I think even when he wasn't playing, he was still being himself. He was playing like some weird music coming into the locker room or going into the training room like right before the game. He's still playing his weird music, or he's still making jokes like here and there going on the walkthrough. He's still been the same person, since week 1. So I think the biggest thing is just like there wasn't any like shift in terms of his personality. That's the biggest thing, like especially having a quarterback. You're not going to get anybody that's going to change on you. He's been really consistent. The only thing that's happened is that he's just improved his preparation. I think that's the biggest thing. Grabbing guys, watching film with them, taking guys, even taking me, and like let's go on over little things like this is what I see. Do you see the same thing? And going over things like that. I think he's just become more of a leader. Nothing in a negative way. Everything has been in a positive way.
What's weird music?
Can I skip that part? Because I don't want to offend y'all, but it's just some weird music that I don't listen to. But it's been good.
Why you look at me when you
I didn't say I'm just saying.
Good?
All right.
Thanks, Juwan.